The lower zone is where you'll normally find the mix console, but it's a smaller version of the big mix console. And here's the difference. If you go under the Studio menu and choose Mix Console, then you get a very large and very customizable version of the mixer in Cubase, which is called the Mix Console. However, having that on a separate window may not be advantageous, again, if you're on something like a laptop or a single monitor setup. So the nice thing is that you can reveal the Mix Console, at least a smaller version of it, in the lower zone. So here are all of the faders for your inputs, which are in red, MIDI tracks, which are kind of a beige, virtual instruments, which are kind of a lime color, and audio tracks, which are blue. Then you have your stereo output fader, which is also red. You can also reveal more than just faders by clicking these little buttons, which will show you the inserts for each channel, as well as the sends for each channel. And you can reveal the Mix Console toolbar here, including the separate undo and redo commands for the mixer only. I'm just going to set everything back to the way that they normally appear and talk about the other tabs on the lower zone. Normally you'd be on the Mix Console, but you also have the Editor tab. And when you click on an event in the project window, then the editor will show the type of editor for that type of media. In other words, if we click on an audio event, then we'll see the audio waveform, and we'll have the editor commands over here in the inspector for audio warp and vary audio. However, if we clicked on a different type of media, like this instrument track, then we'll see the MIDI editor and the associated controls in the editor tab on the inspector for MIDI information. And there's more to the editor tab. You'll see that it has a little drop-down menu here where you can choose the key editor, which is what we're looking at now, or the drum editor, which is a great way to edit MIDI drum tracks, and you have the score editor for notation. Then the sampler control window allows you to edit the samples that you have on sample tracks. And to show this to you quickly, I'll just drag this audio event into the sample control window, and that will make a sampler track as well as assign that sound to the sample track. And finally, there are the chord pads, which I'll get into in a different course. But you should also be aware that if these are a little too tall or a little too short, you can change the height of the lower zone depending on how much of that you want to see versus the event display. And you can also change the size of the right zone by clicking and dragging it, so that if you wanted to reveal more of that, like more of the VST instrument window, you can do that as well. So those are the project window zones, and next let's talk about keyboard focus.